Hello class, for my presentation today I will be talking about a former cross-country coach of mine. His name is Vernon Dyer. I have known Coach Dyer for 10 years, and out of those 10 years I ran cross-country for 5. He is an amazing man and a great leader. That is why I chose him for my presentation today. One of the reasons I chose Coach Dyer as my leader is because he's a well-respected individual in the Roswell community. He's always involved in the community activities, and to make it better, he does not use profanity or any disrespectful comments around anybody. Also, what makes him such a great leader in my mind is that he puts your needs in front of his. And then he's done this for me on multiple occasions. That is why I chose him as my leader. Also, when he does do this, he doesn't expect any type of payment in return. It's always good to see a leader when he does do that, because you don't expect anything from him. And you expect a lot in addition to what he's about to give you. Also, he works well with people. He's a great communicator, and I know from personal experience when me and 2 other individuals who were involved in 2 other sports at the time were trying to run cross country and play soccer, he worked well with our schedules and communicated when practice would be, how long it would be, so that we could do both sports. And what makes a good leader a very knowledgeable leader is being able to communicate and respect others. His leadership style, like leaders should be, they should not boss people around. They should be involved. They should not tell people what other to do. They should be in the close-knit group of each other. And that's what makes Coach Dyer is a good leader. I know from another personal experience, when we did cross-country camps, he was always involved in our community service. He was never telling one individual, you need to go do this, go do this. He was always active with us. He'd go help us pick up trash, pick up pine needles when we needed to be doing our community service. And as for a coach, he wants everybody to enjoy their time. And I think that's what a leader should do, is you make sure that they're having fun. They're not out there just to win and compete. So for him, it's been a great ride for a leader like that. Since leaders are coaches, like I said, winning for him wasn't everything. He was just glad people would go out there and compete and just enjoy their time with the community and being involved in something. Another great aspect of him was that he would push you to your ability. He wouldn't push you to somebody else's ability. So if I were to go run a 60-minute 5K and somebody else would run an 18-minute 5K, then he wouldn't push that 18 individual to my 16 level. He would try and make them progressively get better and not immediately at once. And then as a leader should be, he should be very encouraging. He always, for me, was always encouraging my dreams during running, and that's why I chose Coach Dyer. That's probably one of the prominent reasons I chose him, is because he was always encouraging and I couldn't get around it. So I just find that being able to not put somebody down makes a great leader. As for his leadership style, I believe he chose this leadership style because, like I said, he's concerned with everyone's welfare. He wants to make sure that they do succeed in whatever they do, and he wants them to accomplish their goals. And then I know from personal experience, he's always there for that individual, and no matter what it is. When we connect our leadership styles to each other, I see a lot of similar things in regards to what we do together. I know I learned a lot from him personally. That's where I got most of my leadership skills are, and the 3 key points I'd like to talk about would be pushing people to their own ability, not to push somebody else to somebody else's ability. I like to see, I'm involved with the Angelo State weight room right now, and if somebody can't do something that they're not used to, I don't push them to do it. I want to make sure that they succeed at their pace and not somebody else's. as well as I am one of those individuals that I am involved with something, and I don't boss people around. I want to be involved with it. I want to make sure that they are completing a task at hand. Make sure they're completed, and if somebody needs something, then I'm there to help them out. I'm not telling them, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. And then lastly, I'm a very encouraging person. If you see me out in the intramural courts playing basketball or something, I encourage my team. I don't put them down. I make sure that they're doing their best and trying to succeed. If they miss a pass, I'm always there to bring them up, not push them down. I think it's important that a leader should be able to encourage their individuals and participants, no matter what the situation may be. But I think that's the best way to explain Coach Dyer, and I believe he's been a great aspect in my life, and he's been a great leader to me. Any questions?
No questions?